Please see this section, subsection 4 of section 6 of Hindu Succession Act. In this subsection 4, one concept is there. Please note down in your notebook. Pious obligation. Here I am writing. Yesterday we had a discussion about this pious obligation. Pious obligation. Pious obligation means religious obligation or spiritual obligation. Religious obligation or spiritual obligation. Spiritual obligation of a son. Spiritual obligation of a son. A son has obligation or duty. Duty to relieve the father from liabilities. Father's liabilities. Father's liabilities. In order to relieve the father from his duties or from his liabilities, a son has obligation. This obligation, the source is there in the religion. The source of this obligation or duty has its origin in the religion. What is that religion? Hindu law or Christian law or any other law says that a son has to relieve his father. Otherwise, the father will go to hell. Father will go to hell. Hell ante narakam. In order to save this father from hell, a religion imposed a duty on the son. The same obligation has been recognized by Hindu Succession Act 1956 and included in section 6. See here, after commencement of Hindu succession, no court shall recognize any right to proceed against a son, grandson, great-grandson, to recover the proper debt of his father, grandfather, great-grandfather on the ground of pious obligation. On the ground of pious obligation. As per this subsection 4, debtor is there. Debtor. Who are debtors? For example, a banker, a financier, a financier, a shopkeeper, or any person who advances money or provisions or some other things by these persons to these, the father means, I have explained here, father includes great grandfather, and father. Father means natural father, including adopted father and natural father. Father means adopted father as well as natural father. Adopted grandfather, natural grandfather. Adopted great grandfather, natural great grandfather. That is the meaning of father. And son means great grandson, grandson, and son. Son includes his natural son, adopted son, natural grandson, adopted grandson, natural great grandson, adopted great grandson. That is the meaning of son. And in the next year, 2/3, you have one subject that is interpretation of statutes. In that subject, you can elaborate. You have to elaborate the meaning of father, mother, son, daughter, wife, like that. So many terms. I also teach the same subject in your second year, but here you confine your learning to these two terms. Father includes all these three. Son includes all these three. See here, as per this subsection 4, it is the son's spiritual or legal obligation. That obligation is called pious obligation to clear the debts of his father. And here there is a prohibition. no court shall recognize on the ground of pious obligation. Before 1956, listen the position. Listen the position. Before 1956, if the great grandfather did not pay the debts to these financial shopkeeper or any person, they can file a case. They can file a case against this son. That means banker versus son or a financier. ఏంటి మారుతి చిట్ ఫండ్ ఉంది కదా, ఇట్లాంటివన్నీ ఏమైనా ఫైనాన్షియర్ వర్సెస్ సన్, దే కెన్ ఫైల్ ఏ కేస్ అగైన్స్ట్ సన్ ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు రికవర్ దట్ debt. But after this 1956 Act and 2005 Amendment Act, this banker or financier has no claim, please note down, or no right against the son. Against the son. Here there is a clear prohibition. No court shall recognize any right to proceed against the son on the ground of pious obligation. On the ground of pious obligation. Suppose if this banker or financier files a case against son in order to recover the debts of their great grandfather, grandfather, or father, the court simply will deny the claim. Deny the claim or reject the petition. Dismiss. The petition will be dismissed by the court. Why? Because why? Section 4. There is a clear prohibition not to allow such petitions against the sons. Against the son. Understand? This is the legal position in order to with related to pious obligation. Pious obligation of a son. Suppose a father has owed 1 lakh rupees from this Margdasi chit fund. Loan తీసుకున్నాడు. He did not repay the amount. Can this Margdasi chit fund file a case against son? వేయచ్చా?
No, sir.
వేయటానికి వీలే.
సార్ మరి 4 generations వరకు ఆబ్లిగేషన్ కదా సార్.
సరే, ఆబ్లిగేషన్. What is you please explain this. No court shall recognize any right to proceed against a son on the ground of pious obligation. What does that mean? You please limit your meaning, limit your answer up to this sentence. Next I will come to your point. Second phase is there.
According to this point, and this sir, he is not liable.
Yes, the son is not liable, and that financier, banker, or debtor doesn't have any right to proceed against the son. That is the legal right of a son to deny, to pay the amount, not to pay the amount. So the son has no duty, basically. That is rule. Okay? That is rule.
Okay.
And yes, come to second provision. Here is a provision. See, provided means there is a provision. Provision. This provision means provision, please note down, limits or restricts. Please note down. The limits or restricts the above portion. Limits or restricts the above said portion. Above said portion. Above said portion means no liability. To that no liability provision, to that no liability portion, the provision restricts, stops, and in these circumstances, the provision contains certain situational circumstances. These circumstances, if arises, the above said provision is not applicable. Is not applicable. It doesn't have any effect. That means the court can proceed against the son. The Margdarshi Chit Fund Finance can proceed against son. The debtor can file a case against son, and son's liability follows. The debtor rights will be enforced. That is the meaning of this provision. Provided if this situation arises. Understand?
Sir.
If the mentioned situation arises, the above said provision will become useless. It doesn't have any impact or effect on the rights of debtor or duties of the son or other person. Okay? See here, the thing is, provided in the case debt construed before commencement of this act, the right of any creditor to proceed the son, grandson, as the case may be, shall be enforceable under the pious obligation in the same manner. Any alienation in respect of or satisfaction of any such debt, please underline this word. A right is given against the son. Alienation is made against the son. Against the son. I explain this one. Alienation. Alienation means transfer. Alienation means transfer the property. Transfer the property. If any alienation is made in respect of such a debt, the alienation shall be enforceable under the rule of pious obligation. Under the rule of pious obligation. Suppose if the father transferred his property by way of mortgage or mortgage subject to sale, and the property is the mortgage property or sold property is in the possession of a son. Possession of son. The father has mortgage is alienation. Mortgage means this is one form of alienation. Sale is one form of alienation. And hypothecation is one form of alienation. Pledge is one form of alienation. If any of these forms arise with respect to a property and the alienation was made by the father and the property was in the possession of a son, in order to recover his debt, then son's pious obligation arises. Son's pious obligation arises. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Because, tell me.
Sir, now daughters also have equal rights in the property, right? For example, instead of son, daughter, that particular property the doctor. So when
One minute,
bias
one minute. It is not clear. Your word is not clear. Voice is breaking.
what I am saying,
Hello?
that daughters also have equal rights in property, right? For example, instead of son, the property is in the possession of the daughter. So now, what will that bias obligation will come into the picture?
The voice is not clear. I am not hearing clearly. Hello?
So now my voice is clear. Hello.
Hmm? Hello?
Now,
Hello?
now my voice is clear. Or
Slowly tell me.
what I am saying, that for example, సన్నకు బదులు డాక్టర్ చేతిలో పొజిషన్ ఉందనుకోండి,
సన్కు బదులు ఎవరు?
చేతిలో
డేటా.
సంథింగ్ ఏదో లోన్ తీసుకున్నాడండి, ఏదో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఎక్సైజ్ బ్యాంక్ లో లోన్ తీసుకున్నాడు, దీన్ని సెక్యూరిటీ కింద పెట్టాడు ప్రాపర్టీని. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ హౌస్ ఉందనుకోండి. సో ఫాదర్ లోనే తీసుకున్నాడు, కాకపోతే ఆ ఫాదర్ కి ఇప్పుడు ఓన్లీ డాక్టర్ ఉంది, ఎవరు సన్ ఎవరు లేరు. సో ఆఫ్టర్ ఫాదర్ చనిపోయిన తర్వాత అది కంపల్సరిగా కూతురు చేతిలోనే ఉంటుంది కదండి ప్రాపర్టీ. సో ఇప్పుడు బయాస్ పరిస్థితి ఏంటండి?
కూతురు ఇవ్వాల్సిందే.
అదే అంట దాంట్లో క్లియర్ గా సన్ అని మెన్షన్ చేశారు కదా. సో
అదే రైట్. ఇట్లాంటి లాయర్లు కూడా ఉంటారు. హియర్ section 6 subsection 1, here I am showing a daughter of a co-partner shall be subject to the same liabilities.
ఓకే
Subject to the same liabilities in respect of the said co-partner property of that of a son. What the son has liability in respect of a co-partner property, the daughter's liability follows. Liability. Here, see the liability, pies obligation. Obligation is liability. And the property is in the possession of a son. And that means this daughter is also a co-partner. Daughter is also a co-partner. And whatever the son's liability towards the co-partner property, and the same daughter has liability with relating to the co-partner property. Co-partner property. The daughter, it shall be understood that the son as well as daughter are co-partners. They are also joint owners of that co-partner property. Joint owners of that co-partner property. Understand? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. If any alienation is made, it shall be enforceable under the rules of pies obligation. Under the rules of pies obligation. And here another restriction is there. Another restriction. If the grandfather, great grandfather, father did not leave, please note down, did not leave the property to the son, son's son, son's son's son, did not leave the property, no pies obligation arises. No pies obligation arises. No pies obligation. Why? Because the son did not inherit. Please note down. The son did not inherit the property of father. The son did not inherit the property of the father. The son did not inherit the property of grandfather. The son did not inherit the property of the great grandfather. Here the condition is, please note down, the condition is if these son includes grandson, great grandson. If son inherits the property of a great grandson, great grandfather, grandfather. Pious obligation arises. This is the condition. If the son's son did not inherit the property, from great grandfather, grandfather, father, no pious obligation arises. No pious obligation arises. Simply, I can tell you simple way. Please listen. If a property comes to son, the son has pious obligation. PO, pious obligation. If from father no property comes to the son, no pious obligation. మా నాన్న నాకేమి ఇవ్వలేదు, అప్పులు చేసి మిగిల్చిపోయాడు. I did not inherit property, cash, movable property, immovable property. Am I liable to pay my father's debts?
No.
No,
No.
sir.
No. Can the debtors file a case against me?
No,
No.
sir.
No. This is like that. My grandfather left some property, and I inherited that property. At the same time, he did not pay some liabilities towards his debtors. Am I liable to pay debts?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. మా తాత అప్పులే మిగిల్చిపోయాడు కానీ నాకేమి ఇవ్వలేదు. Shall I pay debts?
No.
No.
No. Yes. ఇది రూల్, లేటెస్ట్ రూల్. This latest rule came in the year 2005. In the year 2005. Before 2005, it is a religious obligation. The religious obligation is whether you inherit the property or not, whether you receive property or not, you have to pay the debts of the debtors, because it is a religious obligation or spiritual obligation. And because in those days, until up to 2005, there are moral values or moral obligation, moral values and moral obligation. Now we are concerned with legal obligations, legal rights, legal duties, not with morality. Morals, ethics, still we are continuing. Moral values, ethics, society values, all these are just siding. They are fading. They are diluting. That's why if any pastor, old debtors, father's debtors comes to us అని చెప్పి సింపుల్గా ఏంటంటే మా నాన్న నాకేం మిగిల్చలేదు, అప్పులే ఇచ్చిపోయాడు, సంబంధం లేదు.